Welcome to the Bowie Bound Fantasy League.
It's been a hell of a week.
For some,
I was gonna wear a crown. I was gonna wear a crown tonight. I was gonna wear a crown, some shades.
that'd have been nice, man. You should have brought the props out.
I was gonna come strutting in here, you know.
You should have brought out the props.
Sit on my throne.
Yep.
Right, King.
Oh man, this would have been a good week to have him as a special guest.
It would have been.
But yeah, I guess he's probably a little busy. We didn't hear from him this week. He must have been busy.
You know, he was awfully quiet, wasn't he? He was awfully quiet. But I think just about everybody knows what I'm talking about. But, you know, we might as well, follow the routine and go through all the scores, right?
Yeah. We'll start from the top.
Okay.
The highest of the high scores.
Highest of the high scores.
Yeah.
Messed me up. I thought I was going to get high score.
You did a pretty decent job, man. But Sandbox definitely came out in impressive fashion this week.
Oh man,
he was projected to win. Actually, just going into the week. What was it? Week 3. Had a big lead going into Sunday night. Chiefs still had a couple players left.
Right.
Was it Sunday night or Monday? I think Monday
right.
night. But it would have taken something incredible for him to survive that sandstorm that he was caught up in.
I wasn't even thinking the sandstorm, but when Chief put that out there, I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what that was. That was a sandstorm."
That's exactly what I'm sure it's what it felt like. I don't know if you've ever been in a sandstorm, man.
Right.
The wind is blowing heavy. You can barely see.
Right.
So that must have been what it felt like.
All I know is Sandbox is sitting back and enjoying himself right now.
No doubt. So congrats out to Sandbox on an impressive win and also high score. For the week.
Yeah.
It might be. I don't. I'm not even gonna try to remember. But
236.75. That's a pretty good score.
That's impressive. I was just trying to think if it's his first high score
one?
ever. This season for sure.
I don't think it was.
I had to look back. I had to go back in the files to see. But congrats, Sandbox. I'm pretty sure once we get to the rankings, man, you moved up to the upper echelon of the league.
So some of us moved up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So next up.
Who was next up?
Next matchup, we have Big Dog and King C. Loke. So
how's that meme go?
I'm gonna let you chime in here on yours in a second, but I will just say this: that the Big Dog was Barkley in again.
Yes, and that was my favorite part because I can't remember who it was that told me that Barkley was no good.
I don't know who that was. I'm not sure what that
His name
from.
Was King, not Lucky, King, so lucky, bad lucky. I can't remember what his name was.
King somebody.
King somebody.
Yeah. Well, Barkley is putting in a whole lot of work for you, man.
Oh yeah.
You had a real nice lead going into Sunday night. The King only had his kicker left.
I know.
Which there's some good kickers out here. I think he might have drafted. Did he draft this kicker high this time?
I think he did draft the kicker, didn't he?
Did he?
Did he draft the kicker?
He definitely. He drafted him kind of high than I think most folks.
Oh yeah, I think he did draft the kicker.
If not this season, definitely last season.
I don't know. He scored an F on his draft, so I'm pretty sure he drafted the kicker. Yeah, that's right. We talk about you. Go ahead, throw something in the text group.
But whatever kicker he had. That was going to be insurmountable, man. So,
hey, look, all I'm saying is it was a night and day difference between this Monday night and last Monday night. I mean, last Monday night I was sweating. I was I couldn't go to sleep, This Monday night I'm like, whatever. After the 4:00 games, I was, whatever.
You man. You sitting in a good spot, man. You ran off with this one, man. So congrats to you, Big Dog.
I appreciate it. So,
next up in the order of affairs, we've got.
Is it Hustler?
Nah, not yet.
No,
Unfortunately, it's X-Men and Baller, myself.
Oh, X-Men and Baller.
Yeah, so this one, it didn't go the way that ESPN said it was.
No, it's Hustler.
Oh, yeah?
It's Hustler.
It is. Yes, my bad.
Yeah, it's
my
Hustler.
Bad. Okay,
it's Hustler. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Hustler. I'm trying to give you your props. Okay. Commission trying to skip over you.
Nah. Well, hey, I was gonna say he does deserve it, regardless of how this. We'll get into how this one broke down. He definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
Kind of seemed like he was hustling backwards the last couple of weeks. Going into week 3 here. So going into Monday night, so him and Moon Pies, they're matched up, and we talked about their matchups before.
Right.
Going back a couple years,
right.
With
and then that championship matchup,
the infamous championship matchup. And I think they had a good matchup last year. So we've often talked about this matchup. It's always a good one. And this past week didn't fail.
Right? No, it did not.
It proved to be another good one.
Yeah, it was tight.
Yeah. So going into Monday night, they both had players. I think Moon Pies may have one.
Right.
Hustler, I think he had 2.
Right.
Moon Pies actually had the lead going into Monday night. Now, mind you, she had the lead with only 9 players.
Right.
She's out of town, in her defense, so, time difference, whatever, ripping and running. She forgot to check the latest news up on her updates on her players. She didn't swap out Mixon.
Oh.
And Mixon didn't play.
Oh, so, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man. I'm the commissioner, man.
Right. Okay.
I get all the news that comes to me.
All right.
But, so, she's probably thinking, like, I don't even stand a chance. One of my heavy hitters, one of my top throws is not in the game. Hustler's got it, right? Mm-hmm. And I was kind of thinking that, too. But she actually had the lead going into Monday night. At one point, she was still even projected to win by a very tight margin. Right. But Hustler, much to his
well, Hustler was watching Monday night because
Yeah, I'm sure. Much to his pleasure, he had Burrows.
Right.
And I think Higgins. A couple Bengals.
Yeah.
He had a couple Bengals playing, but Burrows hit the block hard for you, man.
Yeah, and I appreciate that too because I had Jamar Chase, but that was all just gravy for me. So,
Yeah, at that point, you definitely.
But damn, Hustler, way to pull it out.
Barely.
Way to pull it out.
He barely. What's that?
You pulled it out.
Oh no,
you pulled it out.
I'm not taking it away from him. I'm not taking it away from him. I'm just saying, had he lost this one, I'm sure he would have been highly upset. To lose to Moon Pies with only 9 players. Oh. So, this isn't anywhere near a championship matchup, so I don't know if there's any poetic justice or not. But he actually had Joe Burrows in that matchup a couple years ago, too. So, he showed up.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he showed up for you.
Okay.
Showed up for you this year. Showed up for you in this matchup.
All right, he said he owed him.
Yeah.
He owed you. He owed you, man.
He definitely did.
All right. So the next one we got is
next matchup. Next we got
X-Men.
Here we go.
X-Men. Here we go. X-Men.
I guess
check this one out.
I guess I'll talk about it. So, from our last podcast, week 2, and we look at the coming matchups, I was projected to win.
Right.
For what it's worth, obviously, not worth much, right? Because your boy still got to show up. And I had about 4, maybe 5 cats that just laid flat. I don't know if it was some sort of a X-Men mystical powers that he may have had, or something like he sapped the energy or something.
Right. Professor X was working.
Something was going on because like 2 or 3 of his boys really showed up.
Right.
And, it was
look, Jaden Daniels, was he 91% completion?
Oh, yeah.
That's like Madden numbers. That's like
my boy.
Outstanding Madden numbers.
So that's what it came down to. So I was down by almost 60 points going into Sunday night, right? And he was done. Right. He was done, but I still had one more miraculous opportunity on Monday night.
Yeah, but outstanding Madden numbers and you couldn't pull it out.
Well, I needed more than the 50, almost 52 points. He put up great numbers for me. But I'm telling you, dude, it was about 4 or 5 cats, and it happens. It happens to all of us on it, throughout the season. You count on these dudes; they're supposed to be, your first, second, third, fourth round picks or whatever, right? And they lay flat. But anyway, not taking anything away from X-Men. He showed up. His boy showed up. He put up almost 200 on me, which is definitely enough to get a win in most cases. But so congrats to you, X-Men.
Yep. And then is this last but not least? Yeah, it is. Last but not least.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This was another good one.
This is crazy. This was crazy.
Good one. DC Party and Jose.
Uh.
So this matchup was tightly projected from what I call out the gate. But Jose, his crew gave him a real big lead going into Sunday night. The party rocked on into Monday. He turns up quite a bit. Turns up just enough to catch him, but not quite enough to overtake him. As it turns out, it ended up being a tie. Second week in a row for Jose to end up in a tie. Last week, I don't think the bench points worked out for him.
But this week, the bench points worked out for him.
This week, the bench points, they did work out for him. So I don't know who Jose is praying to, how these things are working out.
Joe Boo. He's praying to Joe Boo.
I don't know what you got going on. But you somehow escaped this one with a win.
Hey, look. DC Party Larry, I didn't notice that 169 that you was talking about in the text, because by the time I got around to checking the scores, what I saw was the 168. But man, that would hurt me if I saw that 169 and then the points got adjusted, down to 168.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I just saw the tie, but maybe there was some adjustment somewhere.
So I don't know. That was a little bit crazy.
But I will say this, just to throw a little shade out there, just for kicks. Why not? Right? Luckily, y'all two were matched up with each other this week. Because 168 ain't gonna get it done. Let me just say that.
It was kind of the battle for the bottom. Is that what you're saying?
At least on a weekly basis. Yeah.
Commission's wrong, ain't he? He's wrong. Oh man.
I'm just saying. I wish I was matched up with this one.
Oh man. Everybody else would have won.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, let's go take a look at the standings.
Let's do that. Definitely been some movement.
Let's take a look at these standings here. We'll see what we got here.
Let's see who's in unfamiliar territory.
Hey, let's see who the only undefeated team in Bowie Bound is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute.
Wow. Wow. Congrats as a big dog. It's early in the season, but you were out.
Hey, look, 3-0. I think last time I was like 0-4 before I started doing anything. So you know what? I'm happy.
It's a good place to be, man.
Yep. So, and then we got in second place. Yeah. We got the baller.
I'm right on your tail.
So, yep. You here? I see you.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Got the baller. And then we got Sandbox up in third.
Sandbox. This is new territory, no doubt. The Sandbox.
He's feeling good. I don't know why it feels like he lost the first two. It just because I feel bad for him all the time. But he's 2-1.
He's turned it around so far this season. But just kind of thinking back to last season or two, he's had like good draft ratings and solid squads, but it's like the injury bug just hit him much worse than anybody else. So we'll see what happens, man. See if he can hang in there in the top.
All right. Then Chief is sitting there in fourth place. Okay. Also at 2-1. And then we hit the 1 and 2s. Now, this is a little bit unfamiliar territory for Moon Pies. I know she's not feeling this. So, but she's still in fifth at 1 and 2. At least she's at the top of the stack for 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. And then we got DC Party Larry in sixth at 1 and 2. We got X-Men in seventh at 1 and 2. Hustler in eighth place at 1 and 2. And we got Jose, ninth place at 1 and 2. Them two ties ain't helping you a whole lot, even though you got one. So, and then we got King, C Not So Lucky, at 1 and 2. Is that last place? I think that says last place.
That would be last place.
Yeah, that's last place. So, there's a few folks that are probably going to change things up this coming weekend, but There's a few folks that might stay at the bottom there. King C, not so lucky.
Yeah. I mean, of course, every week matters, man. But depending on what your record is, some of these matchups are more pivotal than others. So, curious to see what we looking like going into what's this, week 4?
Yeah.
What's in store for week 4?
Let me see.
I know I need a win.
I thought we was gonna do the power rankings before we
power
went
rankings. All right,
yeah. Okay. So we go to the power rankings. So, I mean, obviously there's a reason I want to go to the power rankings right now. I'm just saying,
I'm sure.
I was just saying, oh, look who's there in first place in the power rankings.
Obviously, you looked at this earlier.
I did look at this one.
I see.
Yeah, so you got the big dog back in his rightful place, first in power rankings. And then you got Sandbox in second. That man has moved his way up in the power rankings.
He has definitely worked.
I mean, he started off through the draft in first, but, because he was down at the bottom last couple weeks, now he's in second.
Yeah, that line's not so long. It was pretty long.
And then we got, let me see here. We got Baller in third place in the power rankings.
Okay.
Baller in third place in the power rankings. Let me see if I show you guys a bigger shot of this.
I slid back a little bit. I think I was first in the power rankings last week, but it's all good. It's early in the season.
Let's see. And then fourth place. Where's fourth place? Chief. Mm-hmm. Chief is in fourth place in the power rankings. And we got Moon Pies in fifth place in the power rankings. DC Party Larry's in sixth. Got Hustler in seventh. We got X-Men. He's just stuck solid in eighth. Post draft and now in eighth. And does this not look like the battle for the bottom here? I mean, that's what it looks like right there. I mean, Jose is in 10th, and King C-Loc is in 9th, and
they down there playing chairs.
and they was reversed after the whatchamacallit, the draft. So I think they was just playing around down there. So. All right, so
that's gonna be a good matchup whenever they are matched up.
When is it? Well, let's see who's matched up this week. Okay, so let's check out the matchup. Okay, so we got Moon Pies versus Big Dog. Yeah. I say it like that because I know you got a good squad. That's all I'm saying. You got a good squad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need a few things to happen on my end. Okay. Right now you got like a 14-point lead, projection lead. So we'll see.
She'll be back in town for the games too. So you probably won't get so.
I don't know. Maybe I can lock down her Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one this week. I can admit that. And then we got King C-Loc versus DC Party. Ooh, that matchup not looking good for King C-Loc right now. They haven't massaged their squads yet. I guess it's only about a 12-point difference in projections, so that's still...
Yeah, his kicker.
Yeah, it's working. He
can handle that.
His kicker can handle that. Oh, here's a real tight one. Hustler versus X-Men.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much dead even right there.
This might be the matchup of the week right here.
Yeah, basically 198 versus 198 once you do the rounding, Yeah. So, and then we got Jose versus Sandbox, and there we go. Don't know what's going on other than Jose is not going to get close to 217. Okay? I don't care what he does with his squad. He just better hope it's more than this 18 he's got showing right now.
I'm sure his boys are showing work.
Oh, man. And then we got Baller versus Chief. This is usually a pretty good matchup. Looks like it's going to be again.
Always. I look forward to battling the Chief.
Yeah, it looks like it's about an 8-point difference, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Look, looking at them projections, clearly, in my own personal instance here, just from last week, It's entertaining,
Right.
I don't put too much into it. I don't think any of us probably do.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's good to talk about when it goes in your way.
oh, no doubt. No
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it can give you a little warm, fuzzy feeling on a Tuesday.
Right.
But by the time Sunday evening rolls around, it may be something else.
True.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to battling Cheek.
Yeah. That'll be a good matchup. So, look, I'm just happy. There was no way I could lose to Saloka again. Okay, so now I didn't think it was going to shut him up, but it did. He hasn't said a word yet, so we'll see if he says anything after he sees this podcast.
He might have lost his phone or something.
You think so? He might have thrown it at the TV. And I know probably DC Party Larry might have done the same thing to his phone, but he did chime in. So, he saw that score adjustment, be like, what the? Oh, man. So, let me see. I don't have anything else. You got something for the crew?
That's about it, man.
That's about it?
Good luck to everybody. Other than Chief, you don't need it. You're a legend.
Yeah. So, appreciate y'all. It's been a good first 3 weeks. And we'll see what happens this weekend. Good luck, everybody. Later.